She is a warrior, ain't nothing gonna slow her down. She is a warrior, yeah. She is a warrior, ain't nothing gonna slow her down. She is a warrior, she's taking this battleground. She is a fighter, a crier, she ain't gonna lose this round. She is a warrior, yeah. She sees the way, and it ain't paid. Rubies of gold. She's gonna train her mind, gotta keep her in line, keep her eyes on the Lord. She's ready to battle, gonna take that enemy down. She fears no evil, holding her ground. She is a warrior, ain't nothing gonna slow her down. She is a warrior, she's taking this battleground. She is a fighter, a crier, she ain't gonna lose this round. She is a warrior, Hello. Welcome to another episode of Building a Leadership Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Nicky, but I have my tag team partner today, Desiree Cruz, as we are getting ready, less than 30 days away from the Warrior Women BALM Global 2 Conference. Super excited. How are you feeling, babe?
Happy Friday. I literally watched the video and I just thought about friendship, sisterhood, transitions, milestones, breakthroughs, what our keynotes are actually doing right now today, what our VIP speakers are doing right now today. So it got me all excited. I'm so excited. I know we're ready.
Yes, we absolutely are. I know I'm super excited. August 9th. Let me just scroll this throughout the rest of the show. You want to definitely go there, check us out, see what we have. We're ready to rock and roll. We have a green room full of some powerful women, some that I have not yet met. I'm super excited to give them big hugs and just welcome them to the table that Desiree and I have created for just strong, everyday women doing it all the hats, all the titles, and they are taking the time to get into this room to pour into every single attendee. So without further ado, we're going to bring up, we have to start with our amazing MC coming in from Texas. This is her second time. She has power-ups ready. It is none other than also our proud sponsor of this podcast, the beautiful, amazing Carolyn Bob Green. Let's bring her up here. Hello, you're on mute, love.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
I'm so excited to be here.
Warrior Women 2.
Number 2.
Yes, and it's definitely not the last one. Trust me, we already got 3, 4, and 5 already set and ready to go. So I am super excited. Tell the audience who you are, what you do, and where you're tuning in from, babe.
All right, I am coming in from Houston, Texas. That's where you get a big old y'all from. Southern hospitality coming towards you guys. I am the CEO of Training You to Succeed, which is a training service for early childhood educators, as well as beginner and seasoned entrepreneurs. And so we're so excited to bring that sparkle and spunk to the Warrior Woman BALM Global. Like, let me get that mouthful out there. Number 2, second annual conference. So
Yes.
that's a little bit. My heart was so blessed last year, and it is such a pleasure to be back and hearing some of these amazing speakers that were VIPs that are now keynotes. Some of these speakers who were in the audience last time that are now going to be blazing the stage with their awesomeness, and I cannot wait to be blessed by their word and to introduce them.
Awesome. Well, thank you. We are going to keep this rocking and rolling. We are so blessed to have you. We knew that this was going to be amazing since day one, since I heard you in Tampa, and me and Desiree were just side by side as you were a judge at the Merge Worldwide Speaker Competition. Was the first one I attended, and you just blew my mind. And I was like, yeah, she's our MC. And thank you publicly to the world for saying yes to our ask and for blessing these ladies that you did in conference 1. And I know you will do it for conference 2 as well. We are confident. We're going to bring up another VIP. I have not met her, but I'm excited. Her name is Mary Casey. She is, I'm not sure where she's from, but she's going to come right up. She's going to tell us, and we are
She's our Jersey girl.
I am the Jersey girl.
She's our Jersey girl.
I never in a million years thought I'd be a Jersey girl, but here I am. Here I am.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Mary. Tell us who you are, where you're tuning in from, and why you said yes to Warrior Women too.
So I am Mary. I'm the owner of a marketing company. It's my dream company, so I'm super excited. Tuning in from New Jersey, of course, Bergen County, New Jersey, so a little north, not like, Jersey, kind of like the city, New York, Jersey. And yeah, I decided to, be a part of Warrior Women when Desiree reached out to me. I met Desiree actually at another women's event. And I was sitting at a table with her, and she was just talking about, her books and all of these amazing, incredible women, whose story she got to tell. And, we connected afterward, and she, invited me to this event. And I mean, it was like a no-brainer. Like, I had to say yes. I was like, oh, say less. I would love to be, a part of something that's so impactful and, be able to share my story, or, someone giving me the space to do that in a room full of amazing, powerful, incredible, and inspirational women. Like, that's, I mean, how could I say no to something like that? And I'm super excited. I can't wait to hear everyone's story, and I can't wait to, share mine and just have an amazing time.
Yes. And we all can't wait. We're like in excitement. Desiree and I, we meet every week, just getting this all together. We have been since we wrapped up Warrior Women 1. So we have not pumped our brakes at all. It's been flowing. And again, welcome. So good to have you part of this lineup, this powerhouse lineup. You are our power up. So I am excited. We are going to go all the way to Puerto Rico. This lady leader, she's absolutely phenomenal. She's been doing amazing things, and I'm super excited to have her as one of our VIPs as well. We're going to go to Ada Malave. Hello, love. How are you?
I'm fine. I was saying to myself, I hope they don't put me on now because I got noise coming from the outside. I don't know if you can hear it. But hi!
I hear it.
All the way from Puerto Rico. Although I grew up in New York, now I've been living in New York for Puerto Rico for the last 25 years. Yeah, so why did I say yes? I believe I said yes because this year I had promised myself that I was not going to be selfish and I'm going to share what I know to the world. And women are so important to me because I want their voices and their stories. I want them to be seen. I want them to be heard. And I believe that with what I have to share, they can do that. And they can come out of their comfort zones, which is something that I believe we always tend to fall back on, being comfortable. And I want everybody to be just as uncomfortable as I am right now.
Awesome.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
Yes, yes. Well, all right, sweetie, you can put yourself on mute. Thank you so much for joining us, and then we will go around. Desiree, it's already exciting. Are you excited?
Yes.
Are you pumped?
Yes, girl. Mary, I met in Jersey at a different networking event on the way back home from your event. So me and Kathy Lanscoot went to your event. On the way back home, we stopped at another networking event, which is where I met Mary. And Mary was doing some amazing, amazing things in the school districts. So Carolyn, this is something that you and her could talk about, because Carolyn also does a lot of stuff in the school districts as well. So, and it was amazing. It was for the youth in the school districts. And I was like, this is incredible. And when I was talking to Mary, the more I talked to her, the more I said, I would love for you to be in front of my children. So that means I would want you to be in this room. So the whole idea is just to keep connecting, keep referring, keep, getting in each other's spaces so that we can see this unravel. There's so much power when women like this come together. And then Ada, of course, she's like my sister from another mister. I mean, we've done Italy together, and she just is, I see myself being in Puerto Rico with her and my family and my kids lifelong. These kinds of rooms are much more than just business. And so I am very excited because this is like a family reunion. This is like a reunion for a lot of ways.
Absolutely. And we are going to go to what I got to meet at the Warrior Women 3 book launch on a cruise to Mexico. Dr. Anidra Lestat, she is coming up to the stage. Hello, hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for introducing me. And it was nice meeting you too at the on the cruise. Yes.
Yeah, and we celebrated birthdays that weekend together. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So the same question, why?
Yep.
I said yes because of women everywhere. Also want to appeal to the little Black girls everywhere. I'm a pediatrician by trade. I'm also a serial multi-hyphenate entrepreneurial person. Yes. And so I just want to give back to tell my story and get uncomfortable, like Ada said. So I'm moving out of my comfort zone as well.
And where are you tuning in from, love?
I'm tuning in from Suwanee, Georgia.
Well, thank you. Welcome. I'm so excited to give you another big hug and be in the room with you, and that you can receive that same experience that all the other ladies have in Warrior Women 1. I just believe it's just going to elevate an extra level. And I think as we go on, it will continue to do so when we connect with amazing women like you all and those that are coming right up. So we're going to go to Tampa. And this is another lady leader who celebrated with us in Times Square the first book launch at the first Warrior Women book launch in New York, supporting her sister. And now she's going to be standing on this stage, but we are also lifting up her business. She is going to do some amazing things there. So Christina Roman is up in the house. Hello, love. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. Thank you. So the reason why I tuning in from Tampa, Florida, as you mentioned, the reason why I said absolutely for the BALM Global Women Warrior Retreat is because being a part just being in a room of amazing women, to meet these beautiful women in person, and to have community and friendship. I'm just so excited for simply being in the room, let alone being able to speak. It's super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And we are
Yeah, she gets to be our balloon.
excited
She gets
again
to
to
do our
have.
decorations and our balloon ladies, and you get to be able to. Everybody gets to see her beautiful work, so it's gonna be amazing.
And I must say, she is
Yes.
like going to be the best and rock the room. So she's going to bring the fire because she is one of my Fashion U graduates. And I am so excited to be introducing her. So I have to give her a little happy dance whenever I get on the stage behind this. A little love. Y'all all going to get the love too. But Christina, hey, Christina. I'm so proud of you. And I think that this is the next biggest step in your business, not just for your Bloom business, but for your Roman Coaching Academy. I just know that this stage you are going to rock it. And it is such a pleasure to see you take this next step in your career.
Thank you.
I
Amen,
love that.
amen.
I love that. I love that support. And again, these are not just moments that we take for granted at all. Every second that we have shared, whether it was on a virtual, whether it was face to face, the experience of what Warrior Women in BALM Global has done has been just absolutely beautiful to witness. So I am just so excited for everyone that's going to be in the room to hear you. So DK Balloon Saloon, we are lifting her business as well. She does have a coaching academy as well. I know Dr. Carolyn is a proud mama for sure. As am I and Desiree. So we love you all. So we are going to go to Chicago. This beautiful. So I also met at the Warrior Women 3 Cruise. She is Nicole Bolden. Hey,
Hello,
we can't see you.
hello. Yes, yes, yes. As you can't see me.
Nick is in
Your
the
room is like
house.
covering your face. Hey.
I know. Like, okay.
There we go. That's good.
Yes, I'm so glad to be here. And well, the question was, why do we say yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, why not? But I always support, I'm a licensed clinical social worker in private practice, and I'm always talking with people and encouraging them to honor their best yes and help them understand what's their best yes. So this was one of my best yes because I am in a stage of life where I'm tired of sameness. So often we get stuck in our routines and we get content and like, oh, this was fine. But if we look back over the last few years, everything was the same. No more, no more. There's my vision's too big to stay in the same place. And I have two little girls, and I really want to be a role model for them. I want to show them the way and not just tell them the way because really our kids, they learn from what we do, not just what we tell them. And so I plan to have my oldest in the room. I need to get her a ticket, but I plan to have my oldest in the room so she can witness it.
Yes.
So like yes, this is my time to shine. I'm tired of being like the best kept secret because I do a lot of hard work. I support a lot of people. I want to spread that word to more people.
Absolutely. I love that. I
Mm.
love that. Desiree, talk to us.
Yeah, that was probably the best thing for the whole night. I'm so excited that she's gonna be in the room. That's the most exciting for me because now she not only gets you, Nicole, because I can't even imagine what a great mother you are, because I can just tell. But now she gets the gift of all these amazing women too. And that's the biggest piece about this whole thing is um this is legacy, this is generations, this is you're right, modeling, not just talking. And when I think about that, I think I don't want to speak for Nikki, but I would say that her and I both agree that that's the stuff that really matters to us is when we're seeing things like you're bringing your kids, you're bringing your nieces, you're really modeling and not just talking this walk, right? And being surrounded by, I mean, if I would have had women like you guys in my life when I was their age, my life probably would have been a little bit easier. And so now that I'm on the other side of that, and we make the room where that happens, that's so much bigger than us. So that just made my whole heart smile. So yeah, thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I 100,000% agree with you, Desiree. Actually, I started this journey when I joined network marketing in 2020. And my son has been in mostly every single room. I only have one boy. He's about to be 20. He was 15. I literally hired him for BALM Global when I started, and I gave him an interview. He had to fill out an application. Like, I showed him all of that. Why not be me, right? So I 100,000% agree that we have to be the role models for our children and our grandchildren, right? Our children's children. So amazing. Can't wait to see them in the room. And we actually had about almost 10 teens in the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just about that. So that it was just beautiful to watch the young ladies just really see that women can build together in a way where we're all supporting each other. And when we get to create opportunities for each other that allows us to let our voice come out, this is what happens. This is what you see right here happening, unfolding before your eyes. And you'll see it in every single room that we fill up. That is our mission. So I love it. We're going to go all the way back to New York to the amazing Erin. Let me get her on here. Got to meet her and her amazing husband on the cruise as well. Welcome.
Hi guys. What I have such fond memories of that cruise, and I'm so excited. I was just talking about it today. Total side note, but somebody else knows Solana in my world, and so we were talking about her, and we were talking about the cruise. And I am so excited to go again next year and just like double the amount of women and just celebrate everybody that's there. But I'm Erin. Thank you for having me here. And thank you both, Desiree and Nicky, for inviting me into your world and into Warrior Women BALM Global. And yeah, I'm in upstate New York, and I have 2 boys who have friends over, and my husband's working. So I'm sort of doing all the things right now, totally flying by the seat of my pants, but that's how we roll, right? So I joined into speaking at this event probably because Desiree was like, girl, what do you she's like, you're not just coming, you're speaking. I'm like, oh, am I now? Okay. But no, it's time. I speak at other things. I teach in courses, in all the things. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, much like Nicole, who is also just a gem in my world, and own my own private practice and life coaching business, helping women entrepreneurs, especially in the helping and healing professions, grow their business. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be among you guys. So thank you.
She got the Desiree
Yes.
chokehold, huh?
Yes, because we never leave women behind. We're always, the goal is that when you are reaching certain levels, sometimes we have to reach out and grab someone. I never go to an event without saying, hey, I need you to be in this room with me. I don't know what they're going to give us. I don't know what we're going to receive, but we're going to receive something. So never go into these spaces alone. I mean, you have to, right? If you're going to, if no one's, takes the bait or whatever, you have to, but you always want to bring someone else along with you. And I know I have another VIP speaker in the room, but her camera's not on. Once she turns on her camera, we will bring her right on. Let me see if I can get her. Let's see. Oh, there she goes.
Hey.
And this is Luz. How are you?
Hi, I wasn't sure. This is the first time I'm on here. Thanks to Desiree. But I'm so excited, guys. First of all, even just like your faces and how you light up talking about why you guys said yes is so heartwarming and welcoming. I said yes because I also met Desiree at an event in Connecticut. I'm from New York City, Queens to be exact. And a friend invited me to that event. We met Nicky like the second we walked in, and he was like, "Oh, I need you guys to meet my wife." And I'm like, "Okay." It was like the first time I go to one of those. But I mean, I've been in the educational space for some time, 4 years to be exact. I'm a makeup artist, so I am a beauty girl at heart. And I never thought that this is where I'd be right now. Also, as a mama, my baby just turned 3 like 4 days ago, and she's absolutely like she could climb the walls if she wanted to. So hearing that you guys could relate, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of mamas out there, but the ones that are still pushing through and have the mindset knowing that, like, if your oldest is in the room and they're watching you doing this, they see you get things done, but also be that role, that fulfilling role too, where we don't have to choose, but we could show up in all the ways that we want to. So I'm really excited. I've never done something like this before. Honestly, Desiree, thank you so much. Because if it wasn't for you, I'm quick to say yes to things. I like to be challenged. I definitely am excited to build these lifelong relationships we're talking about because I know what it feels like to feel a little lost, not really know like where to look for friendships, for sisters, but I'm super grateful to be here, so I'm excited to meet all of you guys in person very soon.
Oh, I love this so much. I love this so much because you know what? This girl, she is changing things in her family. This young lady right here. I'm so excited for her because this is a huge step for her. And she's showing that you can be more than mommy and that you can still be mommy and still be business lady all at the same time. Also, there's some generational cultural things that she's the first doing, and I want to put people like Luz in rooms like this because we all deserve this. We deserve this. We deserve to be around women who want to think like us, dream like us, live like us, have people we can trust and do business with. And I got to tell you, there's like Anidra. I with Anidra and with Luz and with Aaron and with all these girls and Mary and all these people that I've met in all these different events, there's some form of a connection that happens that's very organic, that's very authentic, that's not forced, it's not fake, it's just natural. And it's just simply having conversations about what we're talking about today, which is amazing women doing amazing things in this world, having platforms to be able to have you ladies get on a mic and talk about it so that people can know who you are and what you're doing. And I believe in all of you so much. And when you have a network of people who believe in you so much, it changes everything. It changes everything. It allows you to break through things. It gives you a confidence that you didn't have. Sometimes your family's not always on your side or they don't understand. And when you have community like this, it takes you faster, quicker, and your visibility is just exploding because now you're in a room full of people who understand this journey, which is a difficult journey at times, but it's an amazing journey that we all know we would never take for granted because it allows us to be mommy or be auntie or be caretaker or be right because we're so many things. So yeah, I'm just so blessed to be able to look at this screen right now. Because look at this screen right now. Look at all the people we're representing right now. Look at all the states in this country we're representing right now. And this is just the VIP speakers. And we're missing a couple tonight because of vacations and things like that. But so many different fields, so many different ages, so many different backgrounds, but all really one thing in common, which is we're representing in a different way in our families. And that is legacy. That's legacy.
Absolutely. And I have to touch on something that you said, Desiree, about getting in this room and moving that needle faster, because that's my story. I've been an entrepreneur since 2012, being a solopreneur, trying to do it all by myself, everything. 2020, I decided to leave corporate. jump in and do it still all by myself. But my life did not change until I went to my first speaker competition. Said yes, that's where I met Jesse Cruz, heard their story, and let me tell you that my life changed, and I have not stopped since. And Desiree knows my story. She knows my journey. Some of you ladies do. And it changed my life. It made me see something different. Like, I wish I had this group of women 20 years ago. We would have all been ahead of the game. But that's not what God planned for us. Our steps are already ordained. And this is where He led us to. And we have to hold it tight, nurture that, and keep that domino effect going. So I'm just excited about all of it. So I have a question for you ladies, right? Because we want to kind of dig a little deeper. We want to show our audience what they're going to get. Just sneak peeks. Don't let it all out. But I'm going to go around. So I'm going to go around, and you know that our theme for this conference, our first conference, was centered around heart-centered leaders, which that will always be the heart of what we do, and the women that we bring in the room. But this one, we wanted to expand on the woman, the whole woman, right? Their worth, their ownership of their worth, their how they move, how they empower, and how they get to that next level, all the way up, right? So I am just going to go around the room again. Sometimes you don't know who I'm going to call on, but I'm going to try to go in order and just tell us a little bit about what your inspiration is for your talk, and what is something you want to bring to this room. And we're going to go with Mary first.
Ooh, put me on the spot. No, it's actually really funny because when Desiree, was talking to me about this, and she said that I had to give it, a speech or like for 5 minutes, I had an idea of exactly what I wanted to talk about. And then you guys sent out that, like, the acronym, and it was like meant to be, because the first W is worth. And something that I have always struggled with was self-worth, and figuring out, what defines your self-worth, the life you go through and what society tells you makes you worthy versus what really your self-worth comes from, and that whole inner journey that you have to go through to discover that, which is quite a treacherous journey, if I will be honest. So just kind of talking about that step, because I wouldn't be here if I didn't go through any of that in that whole self-discovery phase.
I love that.
I love that. See, we are always finishing each other's sentences. Well, that's why we work so well together. I love that. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes we forget what our worth is. There's times in our lives where we feel that power and we know we're worthy of all these things, but then things can knock us down. And I can't wait to hear what tips you give on that and how we can lift ourselves back up. So thank you so much.
I cannot wait for my baby to hear your talk. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Listen, so my daughter will be in the room, you guys. This is a little secret. My daughter's going to be in the room this time. She's going to be heading off to college, so we're going to be kind of helping her. We're going to send her off as a group at the end of the event. So I did just splurge a little secret right there. But I want to tell you that self-worth piece for someone like Haley, who's 18 and about to go off to her own world without her parents, to a dorm, kind of leaning into values and childhood and all those things. I can tell you that watching her grow, this is going to be a significant piece to the day, Mary, because I see as her mom how it's important for me to put her in front of women like you, who can kind of give her a different, right? Because it's always just always coming from me.
Yeah.
Right. Or it's always coming from my sister, always coming from my mom. But when she hears it from someone like you, who's out there doing it, who's younger, who's successful, who's got the same values as her mom, who is a very established young lady, it's gonna be so much that I could ever put my hand down on. And just imagine from 18 to the oldest woman in the room, because this hits everybody. This doesn't just hit the 18-year-old girl. This hits everybody. So I'm talking all the way to Nick's baby, all the way up to the oldest lady in the room. We've all had periods of our lives where self-worth was something that we had to dive a little bit harder into, you know? So I just wanted to say personally, with my journey right now with my baby, I'm really excited for her to be in the room and hear yours.
Oh, I can't wait to share it. Hopefully she finds it even just a little bit inspiring or helpful in any way, and just to know that, you know, we're not alone in that. It's something that we all have to go through, and we all have to go through it in our own way. And just to see like our progress with our self-worth journey from where it started, what we were told made us worthy, to us actually discovering really like we control that. So I think that that's, you know, my hope is that it resonates with, you know, her or anyone.
Yeah,
For sure.
it sure will.
It absolutely will. And sometimes I've been doing on my calls on Monday and Tuesday, I bring topics up and I'm like, is this going to hit home? It hits home every time. Every time. So never downplay anything that's going to come out of your mouth that's going to inspire another soul. It's going to be beautiful. Impactful. I can't wait. I'm excited. All right, we're going to go.
Nick, I just heard the Philly in you.
Did you? And I'm really a Chicago girl.
Because you said so. I heard the Philly in you for the first time. That was the first time I heard the Philly in you.
Okay, well, after 24 years of being here, I finally got it.
My mom is born and raised in Philly too, so I hear it in my mom all the time. That was the first time I heard y'all sounded like.
Oh, okay. Can't wait to meet Mama. All right, so we're gonna go over to Puerto Rico, and Ada, tell us a little bit, not too much, about what you're gonna bring to this event.
You know, I wrote it, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, I'll give you a gist of what I'm going to bring is that we as women always are giving, and it's so hard for us to receive. And just the idea that we can develop our confidence and voices and being seen and heard, and just be open to that, because we're so used to giving and not receiving. We need to receive now. We need to give ourselves a little bit of recognition and confidence, voice, and be heard and seen. So, more or less.
Yeah.
Can I get a hallelujah?
Yes. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree that. And you know what, I had to put, someone put me in my seat, because when they kind of giving me some, what do you call that? Like some praise on what I've been doing, how long I've been doing it and stuff like
we
that.
Kind of hold back.
Yeah, you know what I said? I said, I'm just doing what I have to do. And they were like, what? Like, that was the response I was expecting. Like, oh, thank you. I'm really working, whatever they expected. But it really sat me down to go back and actually reflect the last year, write it all down, and really see like, oh my God, like, oh my goodness, we never go back and really are ready to receive, not even those simple little praises. You've been doing well. You've been doing good. You're like, oh, okay. Don't brush those off. Receive them.
I did that the other day. I'm like, someone was telling me, you did this. And I'm like, I did? Okay. I said, wow, I didn't know I was that busy, but yeah, okay.
Oh, I love this. That's going to be a great message.
For sure. All right. We're going to go to Erin.
Erin P.
Yep.
Totally out of order. You threw me for a loop.
I did. That's why I said be ready.
Keep me on my toes. So what am I going to be talking about? Well, I mean, I could talk all day because that's what I do for a living. But for this specific thing, I really am going to dive into, I think so many of us can relate, and so many women, that we, from either a young age or the career we think we're supposed to be in and we start off in, we box ourselves in to these roles that whether it's just ingrained in us and our belief systems, I can geek out on the psychology of that all day long, or it's just what we put on ourselves. And so we can burn ourselves to the ground trying to fulfill those roles that we really don't even choose to be in. We just think we have to be in them, and sort of how we can understand that and get out of that. So I could talk for hours about it, but I'm going to give a snippet of what I teach on in that regard, and hope people can resonate with that. So,
Oh yeah, that's gonna be major.
So good.
yeah,
I know a lot of
I'm
girls.
gonna
I
be
know a
here
lot of girls
live
walking
and-
around with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's something I know in my career, especially as a social worker, and I know Nicole can relate to this, that it's something we go through where, you get thrown into a clinical position and it's all check the box, make sure, and we start to really frame our life that way. And then we start to box ourselves into these things that we think we have to do that are not serving us or anybody really around us, so it's learning how to break out of that. So.
Love that so much.
Yeah, I put myself in that so I can relate.
Yeah.
And so I put that glass ceiling myself and let's go. I love it. All right, babe. Thanks so much. We're gonna go over to Dr. Anidra. See, I mixed it up on y'all again.
Yes, did. Right. Well, I'm going to talk about a time when I really got down in the trenches, and I had to dig myself out from the trenches, and just talked about the tenacity that it took within me, and how I delved into that and really pull myself up out of the hole, and became the pediatrician I am today. So
That's right, girl.
right.
So
Thank you.
just all these topics. Oh my goodness. This is really a preview for sure. And I don't know if you haven't got your ticket yet, go to that link scrolling at the bottom, royalwomenbalmglobal.com. Check us out. Unfortunately, there is not a virtual option. You have to be in the room because we want it to be personal. We want the connections to happen organically. We want the friendships and the fellowship to start instantly, because that's what we've seen in Warrior Women 1. So many things, so many blessings. Thank you, Dr. Anidra. I can't wait. All right, we're going to go back to Tampa. Christina.
All right. So a little bit that I will bring to the stage will be also about worthiness. Worthiness, if you all know part of my story, has like a component of codependency and working through it. So I know that through the journey that I've been through, acknowledging your worthiness is a key component to get to empowerment. I'm super big on planning my day and planning things out and writing things down. And one of the things that I write in my planner almost every day is a quote that says, "Choose those who choose you, but more importantly, choose yourself." So that's part of what I'll be bringing to the stage.
Yes. Choose yourself. Speaking my language, girlfriend.
I remember when we were on the road with Marilyn and I, when we were driving to Florida, and we were doing our roads in Revelation, and we had a call. Desiree called in, and she was at that moment, like really It was a talk that she was preparing for. It was just something that she was doing, a book she was reading, all those things. And that was like really her message. It's powerful, so powerful.
I am the
All
love of
right,
my
we're gonna
life.
go.
Mm-hmm.
You are the love of your life. Absolutely. We're going to go to Nicole, then Luz. Then I want to hear what Dr. Caroline, because I know she's there taking notes. She's getting her stuff together. I know she's getting excited. So I can't wait to hear her feedback. And then we're going to go back to Desiree. So, Nicole, you are up.
Yes, I do a longer talk about the best yes. So this one's going to be like the creating your best yes compass. And when I speak about the best yes, it really brings a lot of what everyone is saying together, because the biggest thing is like, what is the story that is guiding your decisions? We all have a story. We all have self-talk, and this is like bringing your attention, your awareness to what really is that story. Like, we all intellectualize things and we think we know what's guiding our decisions, but if we really pause, slow down, and be honest with ourselves, most of us will realize the story that we want guiding our life is really not the one that's guiding our life. It's the story that that coach, that mom, that aunt, that bully, or whoever embedded in us when we were 7. And that 7-year-old story is still guiding our decisions. And so it's really like helping people get aware and connected to that so they can have the power to switch it and decide a different story to guide the decisions. And so that will really lend itself well to a lot of the topics that we've already discussed. So yes, the best yes compass.
I
Yes.
love that so much.
That's
Oof.
going to be so good. So good. Like, can August 9th be like tomorrow? I need to get in this room. I need all this motivation, because sometimes we're leading so much and we are doing all these things, and then we tend to forget first how we got there. Second, what was our highest peaks, right? And we don't go back to that enough either, and then really see, well, what is that, why? And I think your piece, Nicole, it's gonna take them back to that and make peace with those thoughts, and finally lay them down to rest, because that's what we want as well, is anything that's holding us back, that is stopping us from our greatness, from sharing our stories. And I know that you're going to inspire these new attendees that may have not gotten on a stage, and hopefully we see them at the Warrior Women 3 BALM Global Conference. And again, it just becomes a domino effect every time you get in these rooms. So I'm excited. We have Luz back up on, and she's going to share what her talk is going to be. Not too
Hello.
much, okay?
Yeah, one thing about me, I could definitely ramble. But it's funny, like I feel like I have such a different way of thinking for, I guess, I mean, I don't consider myself as young as I once was, but I know I'm still a baby. Desiree was like, "You're probably the baby of the group," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, no pressure whatsoever." All of you with your wisdom and experiences and all these, titles that inspire me, because I know I spoke to, I think it was Ebony. Desiree, who did you connect me with? Well, I had an
Yeah,
amazing
Ebony.
conversation with one of the ladies, and I think she could like hear it in my voice from like what I was speaking on, that, not so much that like I think experiences put you so ahead of time, because I do believe in that stunt. Like everything you guys were talking about, I just see it so connected. Like my heart's like racing just listening to you guys, and my faith is pretty, it's been wild these days, because I feel like I just get so many revelations. The messages that everybody has, like it's so interconnected. I want to speak about the fact that it's okay to want more and not feel bad about it, not that mom guilt. And I'm getting like goosebumps, because again, like I can speak on so much that I've gone through just even in the last year, right? And I'm over here like trying to hold my tears in and thinking like it's not even sadness. It's not any specific feeling, but it's me knowing that it's like the detox of like how Desiree was saying, I'm the first to have to do some things, and that comes with a lot, not being understood or feeling like you're asking for too much. And I just see so many resources like this community, you know, like these events. I mean, we have Wi-Fi from everywhere, for God's sake. Like, you guys have been around the world too. I want to continue to travel as well. So showing my daughter that, you know, there's a divine voice. We all have that intuition, especially as women. And when you keep hearing those desires, like, I believe God puts those desires in your heart for a big reason, and it's okay to do hard things. You know, sometimes the right decisions still hurt people. So I could go on forever about that, but I do want to like let you guys know that you can ask for the world, and it doesn't mean that you're greedy. You know, it doesn't mean that you are thinking of materials, because I believe that this world is abundant for a reason, and we're all here to give what we don't have. You know, that's the whole point, why we're here to serve, and we're here to be together and not in isolation. So I'm really excited, guys. You have no idea. I feel like this event is going to change my life all over again.
Talk that talk, Luz. Talk that talk. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Oh my God. That is so good. I got chills. When she said she's getting goosebumps, my goosebumps are standing up. And it's funny when she said that she's probably the youngest in the room. Let me tell you, I am 5 years older than Desiree, and she still calls me a little girl. So I'm sure like, oh, that's so cute, kid. I was like, I'm older than you, Desiree. I love it. But
I
I
guess
just
it's
call
the
everybody
youthful
schnookums and
spirit.
stuff.
We
Like,
all have it.
don't take it personal if I call you schnookums or little boo boo or anything like that. Yeah, it's
oh,
just
never,
my
never. But
personality.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Liz. I think that's going to be so impactful. Like, I never even thought of that, you know, wanting more, but not. And sometimes we just don't ask because we feel like we're greedy. We feel like, you know, maybe we don't deserve it and all those things. So that's going to just blow everybody's mind in the room. Before I go to Dr. Carolyn to kind of get her input, we do have Sister Sonia, who's also a VIP speaker. She's not on the live tonight, but let me tell you, she was a VIP speaker last year, and she blew up the room in less than 5 minutes. She didn't even use her 5 minutes, 3 minutes and a half. She had Carolyn just even going on. It was just amazing. So just know that all your talks are going to hit the right spots that we all need, including Desiree and myself, because we are students first as we are leaders. So we have our notebooks, we're ready and prepared. We're watching from all angles of the room on how this all pans out. So Carolyn, what do you think?
First of all, I want to say thank you, ladies, so much for bringing your story to the open and sharing it with so many who need to hear it. I want to say that I come to the table empty. My cup is empty when I get there, and your stories is the best. I'm the vessel that's going to use your story to shine. And so every time you guys go up, I empty out my cup and I fill it up with the next story, because you only have 5 minutes. So see this, I'm the sandwich, I'm the bread. You guys are the meat. So I get to open for you and I get to close for you, which keeps your meat in the middle, which keeps all the goodness in that part. And so I get the opportunity to capture you guys in a way that it is such a pleasure. So just know that your stories is the light of the event. Your story is the empowerment of the event. And without your story, I cannot do what I do. So just know that for each and every one of you guys, and for you guys who are going to be in the audience, not only am I going to bring these ladies up with power, but I'm going to end them with power as well, making sure that you know what you're about to get, and to remind you at the very end what you just got, so that you don't leave nothing on the table. So when you think that you put a message out there and you're like, oh my God, I left that, don't worry. All you do is just cast those extra words up into the air, and I guarantee you, I'm going to catch them loose, and I'm going to give it to the audience the way that they are supposed to have it, because there is no crumbs left behind when someone speaks before me. So I am so excited. I come to this event, like I said, empty, just waiting for each and every one of your stories to just fill me up so that I can pour out to the audience that is going to be there. And so if you haven't got your tickets, you don't know what you're missing, because the way the spirit of worth, the spirit of appreciation, the spirit of self-love is going to move through this room. If you're doubting yourself right now, you need to be there so that you can catch it, so that you can walk into the rest of 2025 with your superpower, because this conference is the juice and the fuel you need to be able to push forward to make this year the best year yet. So you can leave that ticket on the table if you want to, but you're not going to go into the rest of the 2025 with them superpowers that we're going to go into 2025 with. So I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so excited to hear each and every one of your stories. And I cannot wait for each one of your power ups at this event. That's it. I'm empty.
That's what you got right there. Oh my God, so good. Des, talk to us.
Well, first, I just want to say, honestly, Nikki and I are the hosts, but without Carolyn, I couldn't imagine Warrior Women One without her. She has such a spirit, and your mom too. And I just love both of you so much. Your spirit is so welcoming. It's so refreshing. It's so energizing. And she is doing incredible things in her community. So please check her out. She's doing really, really great things. And so we want you guys to check each other out. You want to be around women like this. I promise you, you do. You want to be around women like this. You want to get to know them on a better level. An MC does a whole lot of things that a host cannot do or doesn't want to do, frankly. You know, an MC is a very special person that can speak into the heart of every single person in that room. That's a special gift. Carolyn is perfect at doing that, and you're going to see that. So please connect with Carolyn and her whole community. And then the other thing I want to say is, without you guys, this event doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So not only have some of you taken the journey with me with the anthology, and some of you with the cruise, and some of you with Italy, some of you with Times Square, or whatever it's been that you've taken the journey with me. I've met you from all over different states and things like that. Without this event, or without you guys, this event doesn't happen. So I just want to thank you for saying yes to yourself, for getting on the stage, and for allowing Nikki and I to have a platform that we can put amazing women like you on, so that you can speak to an audience full of people. Because I know the power of your story, and I want more people to know the power of your story. And I live a life of what the power of my story has done. And Nikki currently lives a life of the power of her story. And this is what we're going to fill the audience with. And what Carolyn just said, it is a spark that changes people's lives, because I just met someone last week at a different event in Rochester, and she told me the last women empowerment event that she went to was the reason why she started her company. She left the women's empowerment event and started the company. Now she has 2 medical transportation cars, and she's working on her 3rd, and she gets to pick up her son, and she gets to speak to the barbershop men out of prison. And this lady is doing incredible things. And that was all because a women's empowerment event motivated her to take that next step, to have that next breakthrough, to be open about being a part of these rooms, signing up for the things, doing the stuff. So, with that said, don't be afraid to connect with one another. Don't be afraid to be in multiple communities. Don't be afraid to make that follow-up call, to sign yourself up for the things that people are doing in this space, because there's a lot of amazing things happening between all of us. And of course, you can't do all of it, but I would encourage you to at least do most of it. There hasn't been one event, and I've gone to a lot because all of you are proof of that. There has not been one event that I haven't gotten incredible something from, whether that be collaboration, friendship, nuggets, a life lesson, how to do better in my company, something. I've gotten something from every single one I've ever been into. So I recommend that you budget that and have that be part of your business, because without it, this kind of stuff doesn't happen. So live events is it's just a very special place to be in. It really is. And this is like a dream come true for Nikki and I. And we're just excited to have you guys.
I echo everything Desiree just said. Again, my life turned around in literally seconds when I went in this room. And room after room, not only did I get what I was looking for or those pieces that Desiree said, I also found what I didn't want in my organization, in my company. So you're going to get something, and you're going to find the way to put the splash of Mary, Ada, and Anidra, Christina, Nicole, Aaron, Dr. Carolyn, Luz, Desiree, and myself. We are going to put the splash of ourselves in the things that we're doing and the stories that we're sharing. And this is real life. This is real life. And it goes beyond the biggest thing that Desiree and I have built this for is not just for a one-day event to have a great story to share, but this is lifelong. And I can't wait to have each and every one of you who have not been on the Building a Leadership Mindset podcast to bring your stories, your business, and highlight you and what you do right here. Just me and you. Let's have a conversation. Let's highlight what you do either before or after the event. But I want you guys to join the BALM Global family as well here on this podcast. So I'm going to give you about a second. We're going to close out in a bit. I do want you all, just with this call right now and just knowing what you guys have gotten yourselves into, I want you to get a power word that you feel this event is going to be. A power word to describe it, whatever it is. Desiree, you as well. And I'll remember to say my power word too. Because usually I forget and I don't have Sandra here to remind me. I always ask everybody the questions, but everybody wants to hear my answers. And I usually forget because I'm just, hosting all the time. But think of a power word, and I'm going to actually work my way backwards. What do you feel this event is going to be?
Me first?
I'll go with you first, yes.
It's going to be 2 words, sorry, because I always break the rules. I'm going to say, I don't never follow rules, just so everyone knows. Just a little bit about why I'm picking it, because this area, the Finger Lakes area, this is where the women's rights movement began, y'all. This is where it began. Where we're doing this conference is 20 minutes away from where the women's rights movement happened. It is a responsibility. That's my word. Responsibility, because we are in a place where 5 women decided to change some things, and it changed everything for us. And now here we are able to freely speak on things like this and be able to do stuff like write books. And that all started in this area. So responsibility is going to be mine.
I love it. We're responsible. We have to take that to the next level, keep the message going. But I also want you to share, before I'm giving the ladies a little bit more time, I also want you to share what is across the street from this marina from where we're going to be speaking at.
So where we're at is on the lake, but right in town of Canandaigua is the courthouse that somebody was actually trialed in. So it's the same exact courthouse of where she was actually trialed in during those movements and those things. So, and it's crazy because one of them was from Philly, one of them was from Jersey, one of them was from, right? One of them was from upstate New York. And it's funny because when you look at the room, look at this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it takes is a couple people to come together to make a movement. And yeah, it's incredible. I just got goosebumps.
I've been having goosebumps during this whole live. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're gonna go to Mary.
My word is transformational. I think it's gonna be just a very transforming day, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, all those things. Transformational.
I love it.
So
Yeah, we're
good.
touching all the senses. All the senses will be touched in this room for sure. Ada, you are up.
Awareness, creating awareness.
So
Love
good.
it. Dr. Anidra. There you go.
Colossal. It's going to be,
Oh.
I'm just ready for it to be as big as it's going to be. And I'm open to receiving that.
Yes.
I love that.
Everybody better be ready. Absolutely. Because there's going to be a lot to take in. I think about a week or two later, we were still on like this huge high. I think a year later, because I'm still excited. We're not there yet. So I love that. Colossal was her word. Christina.
My word is the catalyst. I think that it's going to be, I got goosebumps on this call. And I think that it's the spark that is needed to kind of boost us to the next level.
That's what it's about. That's exactly what it's about. Your lives are going to be so changed after August 9th. I can't wait. And I can't wait to see the journey and witness it. We're still witnessing some amazing things from just last year. And it's not going to stop. So trust me, it's contagious. It's infectious. So just be ready for all of it. Thank you, Christina. Great catalyst. Nicole.
Yes, one of my favorite words is embolden. Of course, it lends itself to my last name, my married last name. But the word embolden itself is to like give courage or confidence to do something. And so that's always my thing. Like my podcast is emboldened to thrive. So I always want to help give that courage.
Love it.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of courage for each of you to share your stories on this stage that we have put together. You can't downplay that. Like, not everyone will say yes, and you guys did. So I just want to give you ladies a round of applause to do so. It's going to be epic. That's my word. I'm just going to say it right now. It's going to be epic. There you have it. I won't forget that. Aaron, you are up, love.
Okay, there we go. I couldn't find the button for a second. I was gonna say love because I just am feeling the love, but really my word is my company, Alchemy. It's something brought together and magical, and that's what it feels like we're building together. So Alchemy.
Love it.
Yep. That's what we are building. It doesn't feel like it. We are building it. We're claiming that. That is our goal. So love it. Luz.
I would say defining, just by all the feels that I'm getting on here, it feels like it's gonna be a day where we're gonna feel okay to leave whatever it was that was holding us to a certain resistance behind. Especially for me, the fact that I'm even going with friends that have been supporting me throughout this whole journey, like just getting up there. And yeah, for me personally, stepping up and actually speaking on a stage, before I got to do it within my own company, just goes to show that God has a funny way of doing things. But when you obey and you have that confidence in Him, that's where you define those moments in your life, those breakthroughs. So I'll keep it at that.
Actually, I just want to say thank you, because you just inspired something that I think we have to add to the agenda. I will not say it here. I will talk to Desiree, and we're going to surprise you with that. And Luz will get all of the acknowledgement for inspiring this, because that's what I do. I can't say that it's my idea, but it's your inspiration. So I will let you know. You have to be in the room August 9th. Desiree, I can't wait to tell you.
Make a note. Make a note on a PDF. Make a note.
I have on a PDF.
Can you then send it to the group? Because now I need to know.
It's going to be an activity that we're going to do. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I want you guys to be surprised. Just be ready for anything. Dr. Carolyn, what's your power word?
Okay, before I give the power word, I have a special treat for you guys. Come on, treat. Come on. Come on, treat. She's not coming. Mom. I'm coming. Mom. She just walked in, so I thought I would bring her so that you ladies could meet her as well. But hurry. She's always doing something.
We'll wait for her. Trust me. We
will wait.
So
can't wait to see you in a couple weeks.
That's my betterness, right there. So my word is validation. So you guys are going to get the WWBG stamp of approval to go forward and do the thing that you're passionate about. So this is your validation time for you to just do it, because it's already there. It's already born into you. Now it's time to get it done.
And I just want to say too, real quick about Mom, right? There was a pivotal moment that she did as well. And I want to just let her know, I don't know if she knows this or not.
Mom,
but this is
she's like always doing something. I'm telling you, like it's 2 seconds and she's running off working.
Okay. So I don't know if she remembers, but so for the VIP, which all of you are in, so VIP all gets to do an exclusive part of part of being a VIP speaker means we all get to sit around a table. We exclusively get to mastermind together for a little bit. Deb was with us when that was happening. When Deb was there, she got to see the circle. She got to see the people. She got to meet all the girls. She got to hear the girls speak. And she first was immediately emotional and stood up and said, I just want to let you ladies know that this hasn't even began to start yet. And I'm already completely impacted. And I just want to let you know that whatever comes out of your mouth today is going to move people's hearts and it's going to help their lives. And she got emotional as she said it. And then she said how proud she was of her daughter, seeing how Carolyn has come so far for so quickly and doing the things that she was doing. And she was like the #1 cheerleader mom of her baby in business. And that was a critical moment that started. That's how we started before the event started. And it was incredible. So I just want to let you know, Deb, it was a moment for Warrior Women BALM Global One. And it really was impactful for probably everybody in the room. So everybody meet Deb. Mom Deb.
Thank you guys. It was amazing, ladies. It was amazing. Like in tears the whole time. The whole time I was crying with the speaking and all of that. I've never been to anything like that before. It was totally awesome. Awesome. And keep up the good work, ladies. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. So nice to see you.
It's good to see you too.
All right, enough of sharing my mommy with everyone.
I want to be greedy with sharing mommy, okay?
But one thing she always says is that, she's the mother of everyone. She wants to see everybody win and not just myself. She loved Jess and Desiree. I think that she thinks that they're her children more than I am her child. And even now Nicky, because every month I'm with Nicky and she's like, all right, are we doing Nicky? And like she looks at the agenda. Don't forget you have Nicky tomorrow. And I'm like, so she is definitely a critical part of our business. And I know that she feels your loves and your stories through this call. And we can't wait to celebrate you guys.
So good. So validation was her word as well. All these words, powerful. You guys are going to have some more words in your vocabulary after this day. That you're probably going to run out of words to say how impactful this room is going to be when 5 o'clock comes, nobody's going to want to go. No one's going to want to go. I'm not even going to want to go. I'll be like, yeah, we have some more. But it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. For you to say yes to yourself is so powerful, because so many are still in that in between. They don't know which direction to go. And you're going to give them permission to do so. Which goes back to validation. Oh my God, Carolyn, when you said that, it just goes back to, that's actually was my talk on the first stage I ever went on, is validation. So that's validation that we are all on the right track to making this memorable. Warrior Women BALM Global 2. We are going to inspire. We are going to rock this stage. And the greatest part about it is that you're going to have every single piece of proof that you were in the room. And you're going to see the change and the shift, and make sure that you connect with each and every person in that room. You and Tony, if you don't know them, be the first one to say, hey, I'm such and such. So good to meet you. So good to share this room. That is going to go volumes. And follow up with those that you've connected with. Sky's the limit. The opportunity is there, and the magic is about to happen. So I will close with that. I'll have Desiree close, and then we will give you the rest of your Friday night back so you can enjoy the rest of your weekend. And the countdown is on. Go ahead, Desiree.
Yes. We're close. We're a little tad bit over 3 weeks away. As you can see, it's getting real, right? This is going to happen. We're all going to be in the room together. We're all going to be able to hear all this amazing things. I just want to tell you a little bit about what we're doing on Friday. And it's very similar to what we did last year. We'll have a networking thing where you can just come and get a drink or grab something on Friday to do some networking, so you guys can get to know one another, and that's where those real connections are made. Then we're going to pull over all of our keynotes, and then they're going to do a private photo shoot with us on a sunset cruise. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to be living the vida loca on that cruise. And then Saturday, because we're all VIP speakers here, everybody gets to come in for that exclusive mastermind that I was talking about, where we get those nuggets from people who have been doing this. Knows what we're doing, can have really good experience and learn from one another and grow together. That's the whole point of this. And you get some like a light breakfast with that. So it's really cool. So that's a whole moment that we get to have. And then that's before the event begins. And then after we have an incredible day of you guys getting on stages and getting all this amazing information, Sunday is going to be like a self-care Sunday. So if you are able to stay, we're just going to hang out by the water. Do a little bit, take a walk, do some meditation, do some prayer. This is where these real relationship stuff happen, and kind of process all the stuff that we just received, right? That's a lot of stuff that's been now given to us. And then I think that sometimes we have to just do a little pause and have a little bit of a vacation. Bring your families, go hang out by the water, do what you got to do to be able to self-care yourself. Because as women, that's like a big thing. And then process that information. Bring a friend, bring a niece, tell a cousin, share this event, please, 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 please share this event. Because we want people to hear your story. We want people in those seats, and we want to be able to do that in a cumulative way, because Nick and I have done a lot of work on the back end. And we can't wait for you guys to meet each other. I can't wait to hug every single one of y'all. I'm a hugger, just so you know. So if you're not, just let me know ahead of time. And I'm excited to host this thing with my dearest sister, partner, friend, Nick. This is a moment for her and I. We've been working really hard on this, and we can't wait to host y'all. And remember to enjoy yourself while you're here on this vacation business trip, because you're going to be by a lake, and it's going to be amazing outside. And you're going to be in a women's empowerment conference as a speaker. Booyah. Let's go. And really be present. really be present. That's my advice for you, is to be present at this whole weekend. Just try to be as present as possible. I think that's where you get the most value. And thank you for giving me your Friday for all this time. I don't take that for granted.
Thank you, ladies. It has been an absolute pleasure. I am already, just again, like August 9th needs to be tomorrow. So for all the listeners and the viewers that are watching this podcast, definitely share it, comment, subscribe, connect with each and every one of these ladies, take their names, find them on social media. Hopefully they'll go back to the YouTube and drop their links as well, so that they can connect with you, even if they can't get in the room, because we definitely want the room filled, but if for whatever reason, you need to connect with each and every one of these ladies, hear their story. You just never know what magic can happen. So with all that being said, we are going to close this call out with a special commercial of the Warrior Women BALM Global. Have a great day. And as I always say, make it count. Bye, everyone.
The second annual Warrior Women BALM Global Conference at the Boathouse in Canandaigua is on August 9th. This is more of a movement than a conference and is the place where bold, ambitious, purpose-driven women come together to break barriers, take action, and elevate their lives. With dynamic keynote speakers, interactive workshops, training, and high-impact networking, the Warrior Women BALM Global Conference is where you should be. For tickets and information, contact Desiree Cruz or Nicky Cuesta on social media or go to warriorwomenbalmglobal.com.